Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to Narc Alert Reacts. Well, this is kind of a landmark reaction because, as I announced to you before, we're not going to be covering AMBERLYNN anymore for every single live stream. Of course, if something exciting happens in Amberverse, we're going to be all over it. But this will be the last time I do a reaction right after she uploads. We'll do weekly roundups, and that's about it. So we're going to end with a bang. It's Pride weekend. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up this week, and I'm going to do 2 live streams. One members only for the Dyke March on Saturday. We got to celebrate the beans. And we're going to do a regular live stream on Saturday, and then at the end of the live stream, I'm going to go out and we're going to check out a drag show at City Hall. Also, I've arranged on Monday for an interview with Paul, the founder of the lodge in Peru, where Paige and I are going into the Amazon. So we'll be interviewing Paul as well as Dolly, who is the founder of Angels of the Amazon, the foundation that we're going to help. So look forward to that coming up soon. Now, all of that excitement aside, we do still have Amber. Now, Amber just uploaded a banger. It's called We Broke Up. I feel sick and going to a birthday party vlog. Well, it sounds like fun. Amber, this is going to be a roller coaster. Let's jump right in. As usual, Ms. Reed, the floor is all yours.
So today is June 23rd. Welcome to my vlog. So today I'm actually going to a birthday party, and then after that I'm going to I call him my stepbrother because it's my mom's boyfriend's son, obviously. So when I say step niece and nephew, that's what I mean. It's because my mom and her boyfriend have been together for like 8 years now, and they're planning on getting married and all that.
So Mama Lynn has been with her partner for 8 years. Good for you, Mama Lynn. I hope he treats you right. I'm guessing he does, considering how patient he's being with your daughter.
So yeah, anyways, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna film. Like, I don't know. I just want to be like respectful. But I did want to say I increased my semaglutide dose yesterday, and the whole last week I didn't feel anything because I was supposed to increase it the week before, but I didn't. It's a long story. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm afraid it's not gonna work. You know, I was like getting into my head, but I woke up today feeling a little bit nauseous. So that actually hasn't happened for weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume the semaglutide is going through my body and it is working.
Probably.
Waking up nauseous is not a good feeling, but it's a good feeling knowing that like the increased dosage was worth it because my syringes are all pre-filled. They do it at the med spa for me. So each one has like the first dose on it. So since I had to double it, that means I had to take 2. When I go buy my next vial, I'm definitely just going to have them leave it in the vial because you do have the option to either leave it in the vial and take it out with the syringe yourself, or they'll just pre-fill it. I just wanted to make it easier for my mom because she's the one who does it for me since.
There's so many holes in this new semaglutide story. You could drive a flippin' truck through it. Amber, first of all, I don't understand why you were told to not increase your dose for 4 weeks, and now all of a sudden it's okay. Make that make sense to us, because as your audience, this doesn't make any sense at all. And then also, I don't know, like I said this before, and I hate saying it because it's pure speculation based on nothing but a gut feeling. So I don't want to spread lies, but I have this weird feeling about this situation. And the fact that she just said what she said about the needles being pre-filled, and she wants to make it easier on her mom. So she's not going to get the pre-filled syringes anymore. She's just going to get a vial, and mom's going to have to fill them each time. How is that easier on her mom? Now mom gets to do the draw of the stuff too. That's great. But also that's more work. So I don't know. I have this sick gut feeling that she was told not to do it. And then she went crying to her mother and she said, I'm already starting to crave food again. I'm immune and I need to double it. And they told me I can't and I don't know what to do and I don't want to lose all my progress. And her mom said, okay, well, let's do it. Because if she was allowed to take double the dose and she was getting pre-filled syringes, would they not be filled to the correct? Or did they just give you a bunch of 1 milligram and go, yeah, just take them all? You just increase when you want. Take 4 of them if you need to. Like, I don't get why they're leaving. Now, I've been told in the comments this is how they do it in the med spas in the States. So maybe that's normal, but it doesn't seem normal to me at all. And the fact that she wants to fill her own syringes kind of makes it sound like to me like it'd be a lot easier to cheat. And maybe give yourself more dosage before you're ready if you don't have, I don't know. Like I said, don't spread this rumor. It's just this weird gut feeling I have. I feel like her mom would do anything to help her daughter. And if Amber went crying to her and said, it's going to save my life, blah, 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 I'm sorry. She's, she does it a lot better. We're going to see in the video. She's a lot better at not getting herself in trouble anymore. But she's still got those traits of NPD and one of them being master manipulation. And we know Amber is a master manipulator. So I'm just concerned about this situation because it just sounds so sus all over the place. Amber, give us more flippin' details. Make it make sense.
I just literally cannot do it. I cannot imagine putting a needle inside my body. There's just a brain block there. So we're currently at Scissortail Park.
All right, Amber's out.
And there's just so many things to do here.
You're not going to do any of them.
It's kind of cool.
She's not going to do any of them. So many things to do there. Watch. She's going to walk around, show things that she says are cute, and then they're going to eat. This is my guess.
Look how freaking pretty it is.
Beautiful.
So peaceful.
Lovely. I don't know if I'd describe it as peaceful. I hear bass drum music pounding in the background. The view is peaceful. It looks like a busy kind of active place.
Let's be on our way. She was trying to let her get her nap.
AMBERLYNN having a little flash.
This is AMBERLYNN hot. Oh, hi, sweetie. Look at them eyes. Okay, guys, so obviously this is cement concrete, but then this stuff, I don't know what it is, but your whole foot goes in it. I feel
Okay, I would guess that's a playground. And they put the spongy kind of rubber stuff on a playground. Amber, girl, have you been out before? This is pretty common, right? I mean, she lives in cities. Maybe in smaller towns, they don't do this, but I know in big cities that probably every playground here in Toronto has this stuff. It's like spongy, so the kids don't hurt themselves. Amber discovering outside. It's a big world out there, girl.
It was I don't know, rubber.
It's a playground. Look, you can see the equipment beside her when she walks by. Look, watch.
But then this stuff, I don't know what it is, but your whole foot goes
on the side here.
It feels
there, look.
I don't know.
Playground
rubber.
You're on a playground, Amber.
So crazy to me.
Why are you on a playground, Amber? You're going to scare the children. Get off the playground.
It's honestly so beautiful here. Look at that. Stunning.
Very
this
nice.
phone zooms in so much. You're literally about to see me. Why do I look so weird?
Because you're an odd-shaped human. And all our phones zoom in like that, Amber. Can you just...
If anyone is curious, it is 100 degrees today.
And hot, girl.
I'm telling you, Oklahoma summer, I didn't miss that part because when I lived here when I was 18, it was the hottest state I've ever lived in. But then when I moved to Tucson, Arizona, I was like,
those glasses are bigger than my flippin' apartment. I can't get over how big those glasses are. Even the arms are this wide. And then she wears a spaghetti strap shirt. She's so weird about balancing. It's just weird.
Oh, okay. That's freaking hot too. So by far out of all the states I've lived, Arizona and Oklahoma have the worst heat I have ever felt in my life. It's hot. It's crazy. But honestly, I would rather have the heat than frigid cold, even though when I was younger, I would prefer the cold. And now I prefer the heat if I had to choose. Because Oklahoma doesn't just have the super hot summer.
Okay, I'm going to say, look at the perfect screen grab for what I want to say here. Those sunglasses make her mouth look like a little pea hole in the snow. Like, Amber, your mouth looks like a little tiny. I don't want to tell you what this little rosebud of a mouth looks like, but it's because of those gigantic glasses. They dwarf your face. They make your nose look. I mean, if you had a big nose, those glasses probably do you some favors. You don't have a big nose, but it makes your mouth look exceptionally small. These glasses don't help you.
But it has the freezing cold winters as well. And I came very prepared. I am always getting water, bringing water everywhere with me, especially because when you take semaglutide, you absolutely need to stay hydrated. So don't forget.
So, that's my latest pet peeve is when she can a whole sentence or ends a sentence with so. It's like so condescending. And yeah, Amber, it's 100 degrees. Everybody has water. You're not a big hero.
Like if you're on Ozempic or whatever, keep water with you at all times. Okay, guys, so I've been home for just a little bit. And honestly, this semaglutide, I don't know what's going on, but I feel just not the greatest.
Okay.
Like, just nauseous. And at my stepbrother's house, we had stuffed bell pepper, which is so freaking good, and some mac and cheese. And literally, I ate like maybe 4 bites, and I was like, whoa. Like, it literally felt like the fullest I've been in a long time. And I was like, it was literally the fullest she'd been in a long time. It's funny, I was out with Uncle Tim, and he was telling me he's got a friend who struggles with weight, and she's very large, but he said to me, why does she do this all the time? He said, we go out to eat, and she'll eat like 4 bites of something and then go, oh my God, no, I'm so full. I couldn't eat another bite. And then he said, we were out shopping, like we were grabbing some groceries for the cottage or whatever. And he said, those big liter containers of ice cream. Tim eats a lot. He says, he grabbed it and he said, no, this is all mine. He said, this is 1 serving for me, like kidding around, right? And she said, oh no, I just get a Ben and Jerry's and that lasts me for weeks. And he's going like, well, if this is true, how come you're 400 pounds? Like, why do you do that? She does the same thing, right? I just like, God, like, good Lord, girl, if you ate as little as you say you eat all the time, then this right here wouldn't be an issue. It's crazy. And it's like, I don't know if I'm confusing the full feeling with actually the fact that I just felt like nauseous. I don't know, but just not feeling the greatest because of the shot for sure. But I'm hoping it'll pass as the days go on. But like, it just doesn't feel very good. And minus that, like, I've had a really good day with friends and family. But I am pretty sad about something. Here we go. A lot of you definitely have guessed it. God, I have an easier time admitting when like I fucked something up versus like the person that I was in love with fucking it up. Oh no, Valentine, what did you do? Valentine, what did you do to little Amber? Look at her face. She's heartbroken. You didn't even meet her and you've already broken her heart. Valentine. So it's like, I just don't even want to like go there, discuss it, talk about it, because it's just like a lot. And I don't know, it's just easier to keep things like this off a line, but like so many of you off of line. You ever see the show? You ever see the movie The Internship, I think it's called? It's about a couple of guys going to Google and they're adults and they're applying for an internship and they're way older than everybody else. And one of them has a concept that he's trying to pitch, and it's Instagram, but he's trying to tell them it's not. And he keeps saying, no, as soon as you take your pictures, you can put them on the line. And the kids go, you mean online? He goes, right, on the line. That's what I thought of when I heard her say that. She's going to keep all of this stuff off of the line. But oh my gosh, is our little girl growing up? Has she finally learned to shut her mouth about private stuff? Or is it that this was strictly a text-based relationship and there's really nothing to tell? It's really hard to dissect the breakdown of a text-based relationship because I'm not saying the feelings aren't valid. I'm sure many of us have been there. We've had online relationships with people we've never met and gotten very involved. I've been guilty of it myself. But when it ended, it wasn't the same.
You have a loss. You certainly have a loss. Boy, do you ever remember? We all miss those. I miss my morning texts. We all do that. We've all been there. But it's not the same. It wasn't real.
You have guessed it. And I'm just going to keep hurting privately. And I'm just going to let it stay that way because
she's such a martyr. I'm gonna just hurt privately behind the scenes. And I'm gonna put on my bravest face for you.
because I don't want to sit here and talk about it. I don't. So
Good.
that's not what's going to happen.
Well, bad, because we'd love it if you did, to be honest. As a bunch of catty people, we would love it if you did. But for your sake, God, it took you, what, 30 years to grow the hell up and realize this? Okay, girl.
So I just want to continue being happy.
10 years on YouTube.
As I can be and sticking to my weight loss. I just want to be happy and do good for me. As empty as I feel right now, I want to portray myself as someone who feels whole. And
okay, here's the other thing. Don't buy into this romantic two halves make a perfect whole bullshit for relationships, because that's not true. Do you really want to be in the relationship with half a person? No, you want two whole, grounded, fulfilled human beings to come together, and that's when a positive, life-affirming, going forward relationship. Not, I feel empty, I'm only half a person. And girl, it was a text-based relationship. You can't, you've been telling us about how super busy you are all the time with all your friends. You're going to Pride, you're going out with your mom at bingo, 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 bingo. So really, what are you missing? Your morning text. So yeah, it's sad, for sure you feel a certain way, but drama.
Sometimes it's easier to fake it till you make it type thing. I just love you guys. And I hope that you guys are having a good day. I think I'm going to do a lot of journaling right now. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to doodle. I'm going to doodle my little fucking heart out because this is the one that I'm actually working on now. I have it in like this thing. That's where I keep all the ones that I've completed. Here, let me set you down and show you.
I can't. Does she keep her little file folder of her doodles in her little baby knapsack? Okay, this is my fault because I begged for the scratch art back. I was lamenting the other day about how we thought the scratch art sucked and then it went away and now we missed the scratch art. Now she's bringing back the doodles. She's bringing back the doodles.
You guys. Some of you like literally do not care about this in the slightest, but
most of us don't.
Some of you actually do like seeing it, so I appreciate that. So I keep it in here just so it like stays neat. It doesn't get all.
She really thinks that everything that comes out of her is worthy of preserving and glorifying and celebrating. Like, for fuck's sakes, it's a doodle, Amber. Nobody keeps doodles. What's wrong with you? Like, you got all this spare time and nothing to do and nothing that satisfies you. Why don't you take an art class? You seem to be very artsy craftsy. You're not good at it, but you seem to have a propensity for it. Why don't you take an art class?
Wrinkles, but oh wait.
Oh God, yeah, no, we wouldn't want our doodle to get wrinkled.
I'm doing now, but I wanted to show you guys the one that I just completed. Well, I don't know if I've actually shown you guys any of these, to be honest.
Honest to God.
So we'll just.
That doodles, I swear to God, that doodle's in an old video. I'm going to have to look it up. But I swear to God, that doodle's in an old video. We've seen this doodle before, Amber.
Do a quick glance at them because I know this is not for everybody, but this is just, I don't know, really calming and therapeutic for me.
Well, good for you, but it's not
I just
content.
Love it so freaking much. I don't know what's going on here, but wanted to try something different. And then this is the last one that I did. So yeah, my inspiration.
Are you a fucking toddler? What are you doing? I gotta keep my doodles so they don't get wrinkled.
For this one is I just wanted something that like seems summery. I'm gonna do that.
Nice colors, but who cares?
And I'm just gonna try to stay as positive as possible and know that sometimes losing someone isn't the end of the world and that I will be okay. even if it does feel like the end of the world. Okay, guys, so I was editing this video and I saw that I did not have questions of the day at the
Oh,
end of
well.
it. So let's definitely do that. If
All
you
right,
guys have
Amber.
any
You ask yourself 3 questions that you're going to answer. Off you go.
questions for me, make sure you put question marks at the end because that's the only way it gets in this little
If someone asks about the hysterectomy and if she starts telling the hysterectomy story one more time, I'm going up in a tower with a rifle. I swear to God.
section of the YouTube studio. These little hairs are so annoying, but it also makes me happy at the
Breakage.
same time because
Makes you
I
happy.
wear my hair like this, parted to the side. I've been wearing my hair like that since I was a teenager. So I've lost a lot of hair right here because of it.
Amber, that's not the same hair you had when you were a teenager. You know that, right? You know that every cell in your body completely regenerates every 7 years. Like, that's not your teenage hair. That's not broken because you wore your hair a certain way as a teenager. It's hair breakage. Trust me, it's taken me a year and a half to get any hair back at all. I feel for you. My whole head was breakage. But girl, this isn't because of how you wore your hair in high school. It's not.
But it's growing back. So that's a good thing, but it's like annoying right now, you know? Teddy bear coloring books. That's not age appropriate at all. Oh, yeah, sorry. We're talking about ALR. So I actually got the coloring books because of a TikToker I follow who is an
Of
adult,
course.
just like me. They actually made that coloring book for adults.
It's like an adult just like me. I'm a real adult. I'm a real grown-up person just like they are.
Obviously, kids can color it too,
Obviously.
but can you start giving credit to the creators that you copy, like Bobby Goods? I don't even know who Bobby Goods
I don't
is,
either.
so I don't know how I'm copying.
Honestly, I've heard that people say that a lot. She's copying this vlogger, she's copying that vlogger, and then I watch them, and I gotta tell you, every vlogger I've ever watched kind of is the same. So, you know, unless it's something really specific, they all do the same crap. You know, here's my morning coffee, here's my routine of this and that. Whatever.
Them, but now I'm curious. Let me know. Does her mom not have a job? Yes, she does. She has a full-time job. I have to hold you guys because you just fell. Okay, so this next one is kind of long, but I do want to read it. People saying you shouldn't be proud of yourself for losing weight because you're taking an injection, but also actively choosing healthier choices should also be saying that people who got weight loss surgery shouldn't be proud of themselves either, since they got the surgery and it's physically impossible for them to eat much of anything. That's the logic they are spreading. It's a bit insulting to me as someone who had weight loss surgery over a decade ago. Do these people not know when to stop judging you and downplaying every little thing you do that's been positive in your life, but yet putting a magnifying?
Okay, that doesn't even make sense. This woman's upset because she thinks, first of all, the people criticizing AmberLynn, sweetie, are not criticizing you. And they're not criticizing anything about weight loss surgery. It's not the same thing at all. So this doesn't even make any sense. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. She's losing weight because she chose to take this drug. So, I mean, I would say congratulate yourself on finally making a choice of saying, I'm incapable of doing this on my own and I do need some help. I'd be proud of that, finally making that choice. But, you know, if she sticks to it in 6 months, right? But as far as being proud of the losing weight, I don't know. And I think weight loss surgery is a lot different. I think you work really hard before and after weight loss surgery to lose the weight and to maintain that loss. And I think it's also very possible to bust through and eat more than you're supposed to. Lots of people do it. So I don't think it's the same thing at all. If it was, then all the celebrities are getting weight loss surgery instead of getting Ozempic to lose weight.
Magnifying glass under simple mistakes you've made, even ones from over 8 years ago. I've never seen you more active, independent, positive, happier, level-headed since you've started YouTube than I do now. I'm proud of you, AmberLynn, and you should be proud of yourself too. That's actually super sweet. I appreciate that. And I do get like what you're saying, because in the same way, like an injection helps someone lose weight because it's a tool, so does like weight loss surgery. So downplaying either of those things is probably not a good idea, not a good look, in my opinion, because there are choices that I'm making that isn't semaglutide based, you know, like the fact that I haven't drank any soda, like that's been crazy.
So
And
then why do you need the semaglutide at all? If you're so proud of yourself because you're finally making good choices, why don't you just make good choices all along the line? And then you wouldn't need to take the semaglutide at all. That's where the disconnect about the pride comes in, I think, right? Because you wouldn't be able to do this without the semaglutide, I don't think. That's the problem. You know, I will say, I don't think she's grounded. I think that's a pretty big word for AMBERLYNN, or level-headed. I don't think that's a word either. I think what she's learned, I mean, let's face it, she's 32. Everybody grows up a little bit. So she's not the same person as she was when she was with Destiny. She's just not. Nobody is the same after 10, 15 years, mostly. I don't think she's gotten a lot better. I think she's gotten a lot better at learning how to hide things. I think she's gotten a lot better at learning how to be a better manipulator, how to be less histrionic, because that doesn't pay off. So she's learned how to make it work better, and her channel has suffered because of it. So we'll have to see what happens from here, but I don't know about all this clapping on the back here.
And I've always turned to THC as a crutch, just to make me feel better. And I also have not been doing that. And I do see that 11 people agree with this, because there is an 11 thumbs up. So thank you for that. I don't think that anyone should be downplaying or dismissing anyone's accomplishments, because
Yeah, the people who are thumbs upping that, this is what happens in YouTube comments, is people think that things that we say about AMBERLYNN apply to them. They don't. They don't. Even if you're also a heavy person struggling with weight loss, anything that I say specifically about AMBERLYNN, I'm not saying about you. But people tend to take stuff on, and then they get very defensive because they feel personally attacked by that. So I'm guessing those 11 thumbs up are from people who have had weight loss surgery or Ozempic, and they feel like they're being attacked by people because people are attacking AMBERLYNN, and it's not the same thing, guys. It's not.
you never really truly know what someone is going through, or how hard it is for them to lose weight regardless of what tool they're using. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, Amber. Bye. I'll see you once a week. Well, there you have it. Amber's breakup video. Hardly as exciting as any of her other... Are we going to make a compilation and put this in the breakup video compilation? I don't think so. AMBERLYNN has learned to be very boring, I think. AMBERLYNN is going to absolutely shake off a lot of the reaction channels if she keeps this kind of stuff up. And she'll get to be the lifestyle vlogger that she's always wanted to be. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect her views. I can't imagine that she'll ever hit 100,000 views on a video again. Not like this. Anyway, there you have it. Amber's been broken up with, but she's still sad, and she's still happy, and she's doing ever so well. But we didn't get a weigh-in, so we'll just have to wait until next time, or whatever day we decide to upload. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I hope you come. Members, don't forget, we're going to the Dyke March and Rally. Nobody Come For Me, that's what it's called, to celebrate the beans. And that'll be sometime between 2 and 3 o'clock tomorrow, and that's going to be a members-only live stream, so we can just relax and have fun. And then normal live stream at 6 p.m., and the last half of it, I'm going to go out over to the 9-hour-long drag show that's happening at Nathan Phillips Square. It ought to be fun, and at the end of the night is some of the Rue girls, so we might see somebody famous. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Thank you all for joining me, and absolutely not a sign of Rio today. He'll be back tomorrow. If you liked the video, please click like and subscribe. Oh, maybe grab a channel membership so you can get in on those Pride streams. And we've got all the Amazon stuff coming up. We're going to do some fun stuff soon, and I can't wait to take you along for the journey. Thank you all for joining me. Until we meet again, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego.